I assume he's just making sure that that certain issues aren't going to happen this stream.
I don't think you can hear it. There you
Ah, there we go.
go.
Oh, he's actually gone to get his oil. Nice.
Yeah.
He's a man of his word.
Yes, he is. So do I look as jittery on the screen as it looks at the moment?
No, it's like normal Skype quality where it's just like
Okay.
it's not like 60 FPS or anything. It's just like
Well, I look at about 20 FPS at the moment. Oh my.
yeah, it's, like on my screen I'm like not smooth either.
Dud, 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 dud.
Just like
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Thanks. That's actually good in real life.
Right, I hope the audio's alright, because I can't be arsed checking it.
Fantastic. I love it. Right, Bill.
Right, so
There he goes.
are we going to
Doing the hard
discuss?
stuff.
Are we going to discuss children being sold on eBay?
Let's start it off right, innit?
All right.
Where are they from? Not the child, but the fella.
Coming from man.
Quick
Quick response from fans gaming. It's coming from
You
Manchester.
sending privately there.
Roxanne. Roxanne. What's the description?
Cuphead, empty, new Switch, arcade, condition like.
You know what's happened there? You know when it's like an old person who try to take a picture, but they've got the forward-facing camera on.
Yeah.
Like, why is it not working? I'm only taking pictures of myself.
Why can I see myself? Why can't I see the pictures of Rose?
Rose.
Rose. Collectible nectar board. Oh yeah, because we're on the. Got very confused there for a second. I was like,
whoa.
Blowing mind,
Yeah.
like. He's got some swag on him, don't he? Got his
You are?
collar up and everything. He's got some swag on him.
Aye, he's got his
Look at him.
popping his fucking collar and everything.
ah, Jesus,
Homie knows what's up.
bitches be tripping like.
Remember the time you got in trouble in work for saying fascism and all?
Oh, don't even get me started. That was when I got angry and punched the monitor.
Was that?
Yeah. So the context, James.
I was gonna say, yeah, you might want to fill out.
There is no context, that's it.
Yeah, that's just it. I just walked up to a manager and went, "Push his my nizzle," and walked away.
And then punched his monitor.
Oh dear.
Our like work chat, we use Slack, so everyone was in there, and like we'd ask questions, blah blah blah. But there was a general chat for just general banter and whatever. And there was two people promoting. I think it was Heyday, like come to our was it a village or town or whatever it was.
I don't know. Farm.
They were trying to promote their clan whatever for Farmville, which was like your
Shite.
town.
Yeah.
So they're like, "Welcome to our hood," and they started speaking hood speak. Like, "What's up, dude?" Like, it's like that. So I just typed in "for shizzle my nizzle," or no, I said "for shizzle" or something. I didn't say my nizzle. I just said "for shizzle," and then someone replied with the full like straight. I don't want to say it in the stream because there's a few racist words in there. But there's like an Urban Dictionary entry that says, "Fashizzle, manizzle is a bastardization of blah blah blah, N-word, blah blah blah." He copied and pasted that directly into our work chat, and I got stick for it. I got a verbal warning for it.
Oh,
and I was like, I had to go to Google and copy and paste my definition and send it an email, be like, "This is what I meant." Like,
well, that is just shit. Like,
yeah.
It was absolutely fucking ridiculous. Because I remember being in a manager's meeting when it happened, and they were all freaking out, and I was like, "What the fuck? He's getting so worked up about?" Like, I was literally just like, "What the fuck?" Like,
you were just like, people need to chill the fuck out.
literally, like,
what's going on? Like,
because like,
that is absolutely horrendous.
I just dropped onto a new team, and the manager came around and said, like, "Hey, Chris, can I talk to you?" I was like, "Oh, cool." I'm getting he's just kind of talking to his new team.
get in the chat.
Yeah. Oh no. He was like, so I'm gonna have to give you a formal
Yeah,
warning.
no.
I was like, excuse me.
Formal warning for that. Oh, that's grim.
I literally turned to him and goes, look, this isn't against you, but I think this is fucking stupid. I goes, this is really fucking stupid. I walked back to my desk and I punched my monitor and went for a walk for 10 minutes. It was good.
It's
It
fair
was,
enough.
Cooled off. Everything was
yeah.
rosy again.
Yeah. I scared the shit out of Kieran. Kieran remembers that story. He was sitting next to me. I punched the monitor and he jumped a mile. So Kieran, if you are watching this, sorry.
We'll clip this bit.
Yeah.
It's okay, Kieran. He is really sorry.
But yeah, that was a fun day.
It was a pain in the ass because that contract was actually a good contract. It was Supercell that we used to work for, or well, who the client was in the call center. You know, Supercell, who did the fucking Clash of Clans games, all these fucking shit games. And it was actually a good gig. Like it was a good.
Oh, we got away with murder.
It was a good
man.
time. Like I could I've fucking said it before and I'll say it again. Like I considered it a year off. Like
It was. We
I was getting paid today, fucking nothing.
Just have a laugh for 8 hours a day, and then going to piss then on our weekends off.
Aye.
I love it. Can't fault that.
Yeah, it was amazing. Especially like weekends where there was only like 2 managers on, so you'd have like Graham on as one manager and then someone else, and it was just like, oh man.
Then I get pissing off to McDonald's to get food.
Yeah.
I like, does anybody want McDonald's? I'm going to go to McDonald's.
Yeah. My break
4 hours later, I pitch up.
That's grand. Yeah. An hour later.
Yeah.
Just share with a manager.
Oh, that sounds
It was amazing, and the thing was, like before I got the bucket, like we were starting to pick up like speed in terms of like our like stats were getting really good. But then, of course, management, not Graham's level of management, but like really upper management, started shafting shit left, right, and center, and we eventually got the bucket. So thanks a lot. If you're ever watching this, thank you for ruining 200 plus people's lives.
They won't be watching this.
No, they won't. They're probably strung out on heroin right now. But anyway, so that's that. That's the news. It was nuts. It was a weird feeling actually looking forward to going to work.
Aye. That's the only time
I've
like looked forward to going to work.
Well, the only time I look forward to going to work nowadays is if I know I'm on the same shift as you. But you know, yeah, that's not going to happen for a while though.
That's a bromance and a half, and I love it.
That's the best thing ever. Oh, so good.
I can't fault it. Can't fault it.
But yeah, sure.
So, talking about work, I'm going to be in work for a little while now, as of tomorrow. And tomorrow, there is apparently a state of play coming out where they're releasing new information on, I'm guessing. Yeah.
It's a Last of Us special, I believe.
Yeah, because they've done one already about the Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks fucking amazing.
It does incredible. So
yeah, I canceled my Last of Us pre-order and put all my money towards that instead. Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Well,
that's gonna be.
I think that's going to be a fully fleshed out game as well, mind. Because from what I've seen, there is some depth to that game. Some real depth.
They are really pushing current console limitations, but then again, Final Fantasy VII is already pushing current gen. So
yeah, and Red Dead Redemption. I mean, I know that's multi-platform, but
yeah. Bye, James.
And that's all the time we have for today.
Final Fantasy sucked him into a different realm. Oh, there we go.
He's back.
Yeah.
He's back.
I do know what happened there, guys. I blacked out, and all of a sudden, I don't know what's going on.
Who are you?
We've done like 7 hours of a podcast.
We were just about to log off.
Yeah. Oh,
you never guess what games I brought up.
Does it begin with R and end with L?
God, real life what? I don't know what that doesn't. That doesn't mean that.
Real life.
My mind.
Real life.
See, this what happens when I go out in the sun with my bald head.
I was gonna say you don't look as tasty at the moment. Have you been enjoying some outside time?
it's weird, like, cause no, that's bad idea. No,
Meh.
um,
Don't look
yeah,
into the light. That's a bad move.
with all the good weather, I'm trying to like get shit done outside. Um,
Yeah.
especially with the computer as well. I kind of want to get everything out of the way so I can just completely focus on that.
Mm.
Um, like even VR. Like I have an Oculus Rift, and it runs on my laptop because my laptop is VR ready, whatever. And Graham's experienced it, and it's cool.
It's
But
very
like
cool.
it's really pushing the laptop's limit. Like everything has to be turned down to low. Everything has to be like you stand in one place, you move, you're gonna die.
Everything needs to be turned down low except the fan. The fan has to be
Yeah.
100%.
Oh man, like, there's like a fan button on my laptop that like speeds up the fans to kind of jet more air faster. And Graham will tell you it's like a jet taking off. It is literally like a jet. It is
Oh,
so loud.
My PS4 sounds like that a lot of the time now.
Oh yeah, especially with the newer games as well. It's just like, dude, like I was running Bloodborne when it came out. Please don't run Final Fantasy on me, please.
Yeah, literally. Do you know what? I put on like some of the older games, and there's not a single sound. That
Yeah.
It's a PS4 Pro. You know, it's like right up there with the
Oh
specs.
damn.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, wicked. And then I put something like Final Fantasy, or what was I playing earlier? And it was like a thrill. It was just like, I was like, oh my god! I was like, this isn't good. And I had like, cause I keep in a little like cabinet, a little media center type thing. So
Oh right.
I have to open up the doors. I have to like, try and open up a window just to try and get some coolant. I'm just like, I need to buy something that'll cool this down because Jesus, my lord,
That
it's not
reminds me
good.
of, when the Xbox 360 was in its infamous Red Ring of Death stages.
Mm.
Oh god, I had that.
So like
That was
a lot of the issue was the thermal paste was either gone or wasn't applied properly.
yeah.
So I had a buddy stay over one weekend, and it wasn't during summer. It was kind of going into like summer just had passed, and we're kind of transitioning into like winter and stuff, where it was starting to get colder. So we had like windows open one night. The Xbox died on us, and we're like, oh shit. So we took it apart. It was out of warranty. There was like sending back to Microsoft. They would have just been like, fuck you.
Yeah.
So we took it apart.
Windows?
Say again, sorry.
That doesn't sound like Windows at all.
Oh no, not at all.
Our product. Best of luck with that.
So we took it apart, had a look at the heatsink, had a look at the thermal paste. There was whole tricks to the Xbox, like and some of them worked, like wrapping it in towels to overheat it, so that, like thermal paste would like do its thing. That worked for me a lot of times. Like it's like, oh great, the Xbox is red ring. Let me get the towels out, boys. But
Get
so
it
the
back,
old
yep.
Xbox overheated one weekend, and we took it apart, and we could feel the heat coming off it. It was like really bad. So what we did was we put it up against the windowsill, open up the window, and just let the window open all night, and the Xbox was working fine for the entire night. And that's how we played it. Like there was no shell or anything. It was just like a motherboard with all the parts in it, just on the windowsill, letting the air come in and circulate.
So you have to
enjoyed
move it outside for it to work.
No, like it was like on the inside windowsill, but like we had the window fully open,
Yeah.
and it was like the room was freezing because of it, but it was worth it because we had to play Xbox.
Yeah.
It's like where my TV is at the moment. I don't know if you can see it on stream or not.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's where like I used to have another TV there. That's where I was, and then like where I am now, my bed is just there, and then like there was like where my board games and stuff up there was the TV, so that's where he used to sit, and I used to sit over there. And I used to have there's a fella's window over there, so we used to have that open, so circulate all. Man, we're scientists. But it worked. We got to play Gears of War like non-stop multiplayer for like the weekends. It was great.
Oh man. Gears of War 2. I destroyed my first Gears of War 2 game in 48 hours.
Oh, was that the disc snap?
No, it warped.
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
So when Gears of War 2 first came out, I booked 3 days of work, and I went down to game. Like it was like just a 2-minute walk from my house then. So I went first thing, as soon as it opened, I got it, went home, put it in my Xbox. I played the campaign about halfway through, and then went on multiplayer, then played multiplayer for about fucking 24 solid hours, and then I left the Xbox on, and then went to bed for a couple of hours. I got back up, finished the campaign, played multiplayer again, for about 12 hours. I switched it off, went to bed, got up, and it wasn't reading. I was, what the fuck is going on? So I've taken the disc out the fucking Xbox, and the top, where the print is, just started flaking off. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And I held it up like that, and it's fucking like this, all wobbly, like it's properly waved like this. I was like, what
that
the
must
fuck?
have had some heat.
Like,
You
in
know
my,
what I mean?
like in its defense as well, like you said, like it was in my Xbox was in a cabinet or like in like a TV stand, and the only kind of ventilation it had would have been for the front because the back was like boarded.
Yeah.
So it was like an oven.
Aye.
Yeah.
So the thing
It literally
absolutely
is.
fucking
It's like
warped.
in your console, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
But at least we finished
God.
the campaign, so that was alright.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm. I'm just glad I never fucking switched it off.
Out of it.
Aye.
Yeah.
And then then I took it back to game, and I was like, "Here, my disc's broke." Then he gave me another one.
What's going on with this? Think about it.
Fuck's this?
What's up with all this? What the hell?
Aye.
It's all warped and shit.
I just, what the fuck? I just opened it and I was like this. What the fuck?
Yeah. Just not working.
Aye.
Just not working.
Nah, I was alright because like I knew the guy who worked in game anyway, so he was like.
Oh, did you tell him the real story, or were you just like, oh no, it just totally didn't
Later on in life, I told him the real story.
Yeah.
Plausible deniability. I didn't know what to
Yeah.
get in trouble just in case. I was like, here, this is broken. Can I get another one? So what's wrong with it? Look at it. I was
Sorry,
like, oh, I'll give you one. Thanks, man.
that's fucking brilliant.
It
I've
was
never
just-
done that for a game.
Oh, it was the same guy who.
I put
Say again?
days worth of the trot. I said I've never done that, but then again, I've never played days on the trot of games.
I think that's the only game I've ever done that with. Like the Gears of War franchise. No, Gears of War 3 actually. I would have done it with that. But I played the campaign pretty much start to finish in about 12 hours.
Yeah.
I did that with Ninja Gaiden 2 on the 360.
Ninja gay.
Yeah. 3 copies I went through, all from Tesco. Because Tesco at the time was selling it like €30 cheaper than GameStop in game. This is when game was still back in, I still believe, back in Cork. Or Ireland in general. Every time I got to a certain point in the game, there was this. I don't know if you guys have ever played Ninja Gaiden 2.
I've played a bit of it. I haven't played a lot of it.
There's one level where you
I know it's
basically,
over there.
because I actually need to download it because it's backwards compatible now, and that game is like so. On the Ninja Gaiden 2 when it originally came out was an Xbox 360 exclusive, but they've redone it for PS3 as I think it's called Sigma or something like that.
Yeah,
But they got rid of all the gore and replaced it with purple mist.
Nice.
So like
So realistic. Just like real.
It's not as satisfying. But anyway, there's a level where you're like on a giant staircase and enemies are just constantly coming down, and the frame rate just like tanks.
Yes.
No.
That's when my game would die. It would constantly die there, and I was like, oh great, it's probably the gore in that game is so satisfying. Oh god.
Yeah.
So I brought it back anyway, and I was like, okay, cool, new copy, that's it, cool. Just boot up my save. Same spot again, and I was like, oh crap, it's probably my Xbox. No. I must have just been getting their dirty copies or something, because I had to go back a third time. I was like, listen, if I have to come back a fourth time, I'm going to go Rio on your ass. And there's going to be a lot of blood in this place. The plot of the game is garbage, but like the combat in that game is so satisfying and so hard. That's probably one of the hardest games I've played. It puts the games like Dark Souls and all of them to shame. Like,
Aye.
yeah,
I go
that game on like the second highest difficulty is like just like Jesus Christ, what the fuck? And then you go to the highest difficulty.
To be fair, that is a big statement right there as well.
Aye.
Yeah,
That's
like, God, like people are like, what are some of the hardest games you played? And I'm like I put Dark Souls like lower because you get games like this, and it's just like this game breaks people. This game breaks a lot of people. Broke me. This is where the downward spiral began with Chris. Chris had hair when he played this game. Not anymore.
So, speaking of hard games, right? I'm just gonna ask this: have any of you guys played Celeste yet?
No.
Or have you played it yet?
I haven't played Celeste, but I've been listening to the soundtrack a lot. The soundtrack's really good.
The soundtrack is incredible, but I will say that is hands down the hardest game I think I've ever played. You've got to be precision, you know, perfect
Squeak
on
clean.
the game. You can't. There is no room for error. And if you, in a general 5-minute gameplay, I've probably died about 80 times. It is absolutely disgusting.
That just fucking screams that, like, just screams difficulty to me. Everything's just spikes everywhere.
Yeah, and it's literally things like, so like jumping off moving platforms and things like that. But you've got to time it just right so that it's got to be at a certain point for you to be able to get over like said platforms and all that kind of stuff.
That's on Switch, is it?
They come out on PS4, Switch.
Oh.
I think it's on Xbox One. It's on everything basically. It's on Mac, Linux. Yeah, Microsoft. There you go. But no, like I say, it's a fantastic game. One of the boys in work actually got me onto it. He was like, "Oh, you have to play this game." He's completed it. He's like done everything there is to do in it. He's fucking well happy. I literally played. I've probably, if you look at my Switch, it's probably like 15 minutes total playtime, and 10 of them are probably him playing it.
All right.
Because I was just like, "How the fuck do you do this? Like, just take the Switch." So he had a little look at it for me. And he's like, "Oh, you do it like this, you do it like that," and I just could not do it. So I gotta be fair, I rage quit. But it's definitely one of the hardest games I've personally played. It's just, it got to the point for me personally where I just could not enjoy it. I was just like, this is too hard. This is, the challenge is great. This is too hard.
Right.
But obviously, that's just me. I'm obviously not clicked in with the game because he's 100% of it. He's done everything there is to do with it. He's got all the various bits for it. I honestly, I wanted to end my life after 5 minutes playing this game. And like, I get what you're saying about Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and all that kind of stuff, but this game is just disgusting.
It changes people.
Filthy. It does. It awoke a demon inside of me I didn't know was there. Like some little demon hiding in the back, like was like, "Oh, my time to shine." Honestly, I never like. I'm really careful with my consoles. I'm not one of these people who rage quits or anything like that. But within 5 minutes of playing this game, the Switch nearly was broken in half. I was like, I need to put that down. I need to stop. That's an expensive system. I don't particularly want to be breaking my shit. Do you know what I mean? It was like, and I haven't touched it since. I'm just like, fuck that game. And you know what? Honestly, you read any reviews and stuff like that on it, people are like, yeah, this is like one of the greatest games ever. And I can understand the appeal, but for me personally, no. Like, proper haunted me the fact that I was that bad on it as well. I was like, he's like, spoke to the guy at work. He's like, "Oh yeah, it's just one of those things. Don't worry, it'll be fine. You'll get into the swing of it." And I was like,
Jesus, that sounds familiar, Chris.
Minutes.
Play Dark Souls, Graham. You'll have fun. Aye.
Yeah.
How many? I've lost county controllers I've went through playing fucking Dark Souls and Bloodborne.
Oh yeah.
Literally.
I can see that. I can literally see why.
Because my thing is the twist. I don't know if Chris. I don't know if you've been here when I've done it.
Oh yeah, I've been here.
Like
yeah.
I get my controller and I just
scary.
fucking twist it like that, and I feel and just like turn
You
it
hear
around.
the plastic like creaking.
Yeah.
I'm very bad with controllers. But luckily enough, like with the Switch, like you said, like I've got some kind of cop on when I'm like, this is the system. So I didn't want to be fucking snapping the console.
Yeah. You don't want to do that with the fucking screen. That's it. That's gone forever. Like, you're never gonna get that back. No. As I said, I just, oh man, honestly, I have to like play it with you guys or something and bring it over because it's just, you've got to try it to hate it.
I'll need to have a look. Like the funny thing is, like I've no like I didn't like usually like I'm casual as fuck when it comes to gaming. So like I didn't usually have very many or play very many hard games. So like when I've like I think again like the hardest game that I've played is Gears of War, like on the highest level. Which I kind of think what it is, but like I've done it on that, and that's kind of the only game I've ever kind of pushed myself on. But like for me, like Bloodborne and Dark Souls have been the hardest fucking games. Like I.
Well, yeah. I've just obviously started Bloodborne with you guys, and I'm struggling with that too.
No, like I say, like I was playing Bloodborne for about 2 weeks. No, about 3 weeks. And I think the last week of that, I was stuck on one boss, the boss we're coming up to now.
Yeah.
And I was stuck on it for fucking ages. And I was full on, like, I think I even uninstalled it. Like, I think I deleted it from my system and then downloaded it
You're
again.
just like, be gone.
Like, I saw that, I was like, fuck this. Fuck you. Fuck this game. Uninstall. Bang. Turned the PlayStation off. Went through. Came through the kitchen. About 2 seconds later, I went back through, downloaded it again, and sat back down.
Be like,
But fucking Chris came to my house, and the boss I was stuck on for ages, he fucking beats it in about 3 minutes.
That's always the way, though.
And I was actually half thinking about kicking him out the fucking house. I was actually,
Well,
fuck you, fuck this game. You're fucking gonna fuck him out.
So, your experience with it was exactly the same as my experience with it then, because obviously I gave the controller to Chris after playing, 20, 30 minutes of it.
Well, to be fair, I'd played 2 weeks of it, like, I had 2 weeks of this fucking agony. This blissful agony.
Oh,
But
man.
Chris came to mine. I was like, because I think you brought your PlayStation out to
That
mine
was,
that weekend.
That was after Cannibal Corpse, because Chris was there, I think.
Was it?
We had just come back from Cannibal Corpse, or we were going to Cannibal Corpse. No, because we met Chris.
Aye,
in Limerick, so-
aye, right enough, fine. My mate,
Yeah,
my,
so
my Scotch Chris. I've got an Irish Chris and a Scottish Chris.
yeah, I was the fake Chris for a while.
That-
Fake Chris.
Is
The fake Chris.
That the Scottish Chris that I know.
No, it's no Chris Lewis. No, it's no Chris that used to be in the band.
How many Chris's do you know?
I know fucking far too many Chris's. I know too many Chris's. I know too many Mikes. Who's the other one? I know like about 18 Seans since moving to Ireland.
Well, you know what it is. Graham is like a murderer for Chris's. He moves country, murders a bunch of Chris's, and then moves across, and then moves back again. This is what happened.
Scottish Chris is the one who survived just now.
Oh, damn it. Killing me would be a hate crime. It's a crime, and you hated it.
I hate crime.
Wow.
Nah, but like difficult games. Like I think the kind of like I think I'm kind of more now, kind of pushing games up. Like I think since Bloodborne and Dark Souls and things like that. Like I think I'm purposely making games harder for myself now. Because like if I fail at a stupid game, I'm like, how the fuck am I failing at this game and I beat fucking some arsehole Dark Souls boss? Like how the fuck am I getting beat by this fucking clown? So I'm just like, oh, fuck this.
Don't worry, download Celeste. You'll definitely be crying for the easier child game.
Thanks for telling me to download Celeste. I have snapped my Switch in half.
Yeah. Honestly, like I said, I'm sure there's a lot of good to the game, but I just couldn't even get through the beginning bit. I literally died, and that I'm fine with. Like I said, with Bloodborne, I'm still cool with like continuing on and trying to progress, but I just couldn't do it. My brain just couldn't compute quick enough to be able to do it.
Like your mate said, like there is like a minute you click. There's like even when I was playing Dark Souls, like there's a point where you just click and like everything just starts making sense. It's like fucking Neo. Like it literally like everything just starts making sense.
That's in the world. No, I'll probably give it another go at some point, but I need to definitely be in a place where I'm like completely calm and just like half an hour chill on the game. Like, 'cause that's the thing for me. Games are a chill out. You know what I mean? They're meant to be like go through a story, enter a different world, not shit fucking up the game consistently. Because
I suppose with like a family and like work, your time is limited for games, and you don't want to be like spending 3 hours doing one part where you could sit down and play like a 3-hour game and like experience it from start to finish and that kind of thing.
That's exactly that's Bloodborne in a fucking nutshell. Because I remember stressing out. I was like, I've only got like an hour a day to play a fucking game, and I'm running about fucking Yarnum. I'm running the same fucking street for 3 hours.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
definitely,
fuck
yeah.
this game.
It's like you look at like little story games, and they're only like a couple of hours long, like What Remains of Edith Finch and stuff like that, and they're like
Yeah.
Is that good?
it is really good.
Aye.
The story is quite sinister and dark. I liked it. I really liked it. I think it's well worth a playthrough. But something like that is only a couple of hours long, so you sit and play that, and it's like excellent. I feel
Yeah.
I feel like I've enjoyed an experience. Whereas, like I said, you play, you have something like hard as fuck, and you're just like, oh man, my life. My, I
Speaking of chill games like that, there's 2 free games on Steam. They're complete. There's only one objective, and you don't even have to do it, and the game will only take you 30 minutes to play. I can't remember the name of the guy. Apologies if you're ever watching this. When we have our yacht party,
not.
you'll be invited.
Or yacht
Um,
party.
Yeah. You get to explore Iceland as part of Iceland. He's a photographer, so he's taken all the actual photography and imported them into Unreal Engine 4, just to
Jesus.
make kind of like a walking simulator.
Aye.
So you explore like a part of Iceland, and basically the goal is you find this like board post with 6 different, or I can't remember pictures, but you find different pictures, and your goal is to find that location and take the picture yourself, and that's it. And he has like some chill Spotify playlist playing in the background from the guy who made the Minecraft soundtrack and stuff like that. Then there's another one where you explore like an area in Japan. It's like a shrine, but it's like all this photorealistic stuff. And like after playing Bloodborne and stuff recently and all the Resident Evil stuff, I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit down and play something where I don't have to do anything.
I just want to
Um,
look.
I'm gonna bring up screenshots. Probably gonna crash Skype because suck my nuts, Microsoft.
But what's it called? Do you want to bring them up here?
I actually I can't pronounce it.
That game Chris is talking about.
So this might bring you to the web. This is probably gonna crash. Why not? Fuck it. This might bring you to the website because it's on Steam for free, and there's also a VR version which I want to give a try.
Oofed.
Yeah. Mir the last Ninderner.
That looks like a cat's walked over your keyboard.
Get off here! I told you I'm on the screen.
Get
Yeah.
off.
Stop, Mom.
No offense, Sweden.
There it is. Yeah, the second one there.
This one.
Yeah, it should give you like screenshots and stuff. It's only like it's not even a gig, but it's a very pretty looking game. Actually, this area looks a lot like Death Stranding, which I assume they got the inspiration or like area for. I managed to run this game at like max settings, but my laptop was like, ooh. Simmer down, boy.
No.
If you're looking for something different, that literally, like, it'll only take like half an hour to do. That's how long it took me. And then I don't know if the developer is the same there, but there's like a Japan one as well. The Japan one was way more brighter, it was more vibrant. That one took me a lot longer because I got lost.
Oh no.
I got lost quite a lot. Bye bye. I'll get the Japanese one.
That's what I get for being fucking awkward.
Oh no, what happened?
And here is the other one. I'm actually have to bring up the Steam link.
Hold on, keep that on. I actually want to look for this.
I don't know. I copied and pasted it, and I copied and pasted it twice for some reason in chat. That's very strange. But
Maybe that was sconce.
like I said, there's literally no objective, but it's just nice to have like just chill out and just look at some cool scenery because it's a real place based on your man's real experiences and stuff. So
oh yeah. Do you know like it's fucking mental that games are getting like this now, where like they can map out like full fucking cities, like
yeah,
down to the fucking door.
I absolutely love it.
I love this Iceland one, but the Japanese one is way more impressive because there's a lot more foliage and stuff.
Foliage.
I do want to go back and try them in VR, especially the Japanese one, because the Japanese one was quite nice.
I I'm desperate to get over there as well. Just something, anything like that.
Yeah.
I'd fucking love to go to Japan.
Oh wow.
Well, I guess we just have to arrange a 3-man trip.
We'll sail on our yachts
Yeah.
or private
Yeah.
jets.
Private jets all the way. Oh, I can't find that. I'll have to.
Are
You'll
you
have to
off
remember.
on a
oh, I
private
can look
jet?
that.
You are?
Ooh.
Are you alright?
Right. Everything's. I'm trying to keep the recording clean, but shit keeps
Oh,
popping
fair
up left, right, and centre.
Oh, yeah. No worries, man. Sorry. I didn't realize the
I
link.
thought you were
popped up
having an aneurysm.
first phase. But yeah, I'd recommend those two. I can't really call them games because they're more just like chill
No,
simulators.
they're like walking simulators, aren't they?
Yeah.
Do you know? It's like there's a game called Journey. I don't know if you played that one.
Yeah,
That one's
yeah. It's
really,
that
really
soundtrack won
cathartic.
Oscars and everything.
Yeah, it's really cathartic. You like just it's one of those games you just sit and play and you don't really understand what's going on. It just looks very pretty, and it's just like amazing. It's really cool.
I think they were giving that away for free with the Uncharted collection recently, the stay-at-home incentive.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because I was looking to buy it, and it's still holding a fair price. I think it's about 20 quid. I think it comes in a bundle with another game called Flower and something else.
Oh,
But anyway,
yeah, it's like a bundle of kind of those type of
yeah,
games.
like yeah, and when I was looking to buy it, I was like, at the time I didn't have a lot of cash or anything. I was, I'm not going to pay that for like a short game. So I ended up like looking on PSN, and it was like, purchased, and I was like, the fuck. Anyway, it was the best thing ever. It was. I was like, oh, how have I done that? And then I realized that it was out on PlayStation Network and it was free with PS Plus.
Oh, nice.
So it was a win. I was like, it's amazing. Okay. So I sat and I played it, and I'd recommend playing through it. It's such I said, it's just such a cathartic game. You just chill and it's just, isn't it? You don't have to like do anything, and it's like it's great because there's bits where there's like other online players, but you can't communicate. It's literally just like they're doing their own thing.
I guess you could say it's all about the journey.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys. But I think we just every so often we need games like this where we just do nothing and just be like,
there's nothing wrong with a chill out game at all. I gotta be honest.
I actually enjoyed some of the tunes. Like I noticed like the genre of like lo-fi is popping up a lot recently because people just have like lo-fi channels on YouTube. Some of the soundtrack is that, but some of it was nice. Some of it was like really atmospheric, and I do like my atmospheric stuff. So I was like, ooh, this tickles my man cave.
Anyway, another game that the soundtrack is incredible for, and I still have I've like tested it out, and it's really good. I still need to purchase it. It's out on Switch. I think it's out on PS4. I'm unsure about Xbox because I don't even switch my Xbox on these days. But it's a game called Katana Zero.
Oh yes,
that rings a bell.
The soundtrack for that is phenomenal. Highly recommend a little gans on that one.
I'm thinking of a different game. There's a game called Fury.
Fury, I've played that one. That one's good as well. But no.
Carpenter brought in a few exclusive tracks for that. His music. I'm not a fan of the actually recent tune, the cover of Maniac. You did a cover of Maniac. The vocals are a bit like, I'm just going to say wank.
Wank. Fucking wank.
But
another game soundtrack wise and game wise that I think everyone does need to play is Shovel Knight.
Oh, Shovel Knight's fantastic.
I've still not played that. It's been coming up everywhere. Everything I've been watching the last wee while, everybody's been talking about Shovel Knight.
You're really digging your own hole there, Graham.
Oh, you can shovel it right up your arse.
Is that a promise?
Just wait till James has got his RV here.
Honestly, Graham, you need to get on it. I'm sure it's on sale somewhere or other, but highly recommend playing it. The soundtrack for that as well, like the intro sound, the first song you hear on the game is like one of my all-time favorite games, 8-bit, 16-bit style tunes or whatever.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Give me 2 seconds.
I'm
gonna go buy it.
played the other games because they released the treasure trove, if I believe that's right. If that's what
Yeah,
it's called. The
they also
three.
have like they have like an expansion pack for it as well. It was like completely different.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll come to me. You know what's gonna happen? It'll come to me after the stream. I'll be going to bed.
Yeah,
And be like, oh, I gotta tell the guys. I gotta tell the guys.
You'd be like, I'm logging off now, and oh, that's the game.
Oh, my god! Everyone gets a heart attack. Oh my god! Oh lord!
Oh no, honestly, I really rate that game, and I managed to find that an absolute steal online as well. I think I paid like a $5 for it or something like that.
Oh, that is such a steal.
It was absolutely a steal, and it had like the soundtrack code in it and everything like that.
That would have been worth $5 on its own. Like, you know.
So I mean, like when I found it, it was one of those things of like, yep, I found an amazing deal here. I'm happy with this. Even if I hated the game, the soundtrack was worth it.
Yeah.
So that's a good. Well, no, I need to pick up actually.
Sorry, what?
Okay. I was just still talking and saying about Shovel Knight. It's gotta be done.
Our sponsor for this video is compliments of James.
James
Oh,
Shadow
yeah.
Legend. Why?
Yeah, so we got a bit of a thing going on here, guys.
Hey.
Meow 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 meow.
Hey.
Have we all got the same color? Are we all blue? What up?
Mine's just changing as we go along.
Mine is the bottom blue color down here.
Yeah. Like that.
Pretty cool though.
Aye.
That one. Yeah, no, like I say, nice little treat for you boys.
Very sexy.
If they don't treat you right.
The wood coaster thing's fucking amazing.
Oh, so cool.
Aye.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna use that as like a fucking background prop for shit like I did earlier on. I'm not putting anything on that. Mine's is upstairs with all my
No.
games.
It's clean, isn't it?
Aye.
Mine's been used to house the light. Like,
Yeah.
because the base fits perfectly on the logo on the coaster.
Is that
Oh, does
intentional?
that?
Yeah, it fits perfectly. Like it's like it was almost like it was made for it.
Mm.
So it's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Perfect.
hey, I didn't see you change color. Frick, go back to blue. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's great. I have the Triforce light that Graham has as well.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
I need to pick them up and so we. No, I was just saying.
We're gonna be twisted.
I've got some lights going on here. I've got my trusty PlayStation light going on here too. So when I set up my PC soon, I'm gonna have abundance of lights going on.
I seem to have fucking lights everywhere now.
Oh man,
Like
great.
fucking
Don't need a lamp anymore. Everything's hooked
neon
up to the
fucking
computer now.
Aye. Fucking
One
hell.
power source. Great.
That's right. Power source to rule them all.
Hey, bitch, back to blue.
You're having some issues there, aren't you?
I keep putting it down and I end up keep pressing the button by mistake.
Oh,
Watching you.
I'm watching.
Oh, it's so cool though. My brother was well impressed with it. Shout out to John. How are you?
John.
Hello, John.
John's the best.
We all shared a room together once.
We did.
Yeah.
I
And
think
we'll
we're
be
talking.
sharing one for Rammstein as well.
Yes. Sweat industrial German metal.
Ah, nothing says man love like Nazi war boots. Oh Lord.
That was great.
I'm gutted I didn't manage to get tickets for them, but they've rescheduled for next year, haven't they?
Aye.
Yeah, until
July, I think.
June, July.
Sometime next year.
Sometime next year. Don't have to worry about it until the new year.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
But yeah. I'm hoping some tickets will be resold by that time so I can go.
I'd say
love
so.
to-
I'd say there's some people who have just cancelled their tickets and only bothered about going now.
Yeah. I definitely, they're one of the few bands that I haven't seen in my life, so it needs to happen.
Aye, this will be another band ticked off for me, right enough.
Yeah.
It's my second
Maybe
time seeing.
Nice.
All right, Chris.
I like
Thanks to John again. He brought me to the first gig, so I'm bringing him to this gig.
that. Can't fault that.
It was great. Like, it was back in 2012, and it was their first time playing Ireland, so
Oh wow.
it was a sold out show,
Some
and
of that.
everyone was excited. Like, we were in the standing area, around the same spot where we were actually for Ghost Grim.
Oh.
And to the right of me was a gal in a gas mask, and then to the left of me was like a full clad leather person.
Yes.
And there's me and my brother in their jeans and shorts. Or sorry, jeans and like short t-shirts.
And like your fucking
we were just
Toto
like,
t-shirt.
Yeah, go Toto,
I
yeah.
think we should have dressed up for this.
I feel a bit underdressed for this.
Feels like a gimp gangbang that we kind of walked in on. An orgy, sorry.
Kind of like
A gimp
S&M
gangbang.
fucking-
Hey, I can't wait for that either.
I know.
That's
I was just double checking. I thought they were going to be kind of about the same point, but I'm fucking can't wait. Hans Zimmer.
It's gonna be moist.
Can't wait.
I haven't been to a gig in a long time now. It's been a little while.
Funnily enough, like when I moved, like I've not been to since leaving Cantress, like I've not been to very many gigs, like between then and moving to Ireland, and in the last 3
Yeah.
years I've been to fucking loads.
Oh, we've been to a
Like,
ton, man.
we've been to fucking loads, man. I fucking
Yeah.
miss gigs. Like I miss going to gigs and just being able to relax. Like before, like I was going to gigs and I
Yeah.
was just all fucking hanging about and stressed and pain in the ass waiting.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
since being here, like I've fucking been to tons of gigs. Like, and it's been like bands that I've no seen before, like Behemoth and fucking Amon Amarth and things like that.
Oh,
fucking
my God,
tasty as fuck.
fantastic band.
Like we've seen Behemoth twice in 1 year. And
I
remember,
saw them 3 times in 1 year.
oh, so you did it.
Gotta be
They
done.
opened up for-
Yeah,
they opened up
honestly,
for
they're
Slipknot.
That's not
incredible.
alright. I'd just like
Yeah,
I'd
absolutely
loved Behemoth for fucking years, like about 15 years I was
Yeah.
into Behemoth, and never seen them live. And then I came here and I seen them live twice in 1 year. And then fucking Fikra saw them. But there's a guy called Fikra who's like a big fucking metalhead we know over here, and he's seen them like 4 or 5 times in the space of a year.
Yeah, like 3 festivals or something. It's
Oh,
nuts.
wow.
It's fucking
That's
amazing.
the way to do
And
it.
every
I
show
think-
was fucking
you know,
fantastic.
I'm gonna have to get back on the train with some gigs and stuff. I'm hoping now once this van comes to fruition, hopefully that'll be festival.
We
season.
should see if we can align something. So if there's like a good gig over here or a good gig over there, we'll do like a few days over. One of them will be the gig, one will be hunting and such and such.
Yeah.
Might as well get it all under the one kind of felt swoop.
Aye.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. No, I'm down for that. I mean, the thing is that a lot of the bands that I want to see never tend to come to Wales. They tend to do the big ones, the London, the Manchester, the Scotland. I don't know if they do Ireland because I never usually pay attention because I don't. Until now, I didn't know anyone who lived in Ireland.
What annoys
Usually
me?
I'd say we'd get shafted, but last like year or so we've been fucking really lucky with gigs, like so.
Yeah.
Because like bands would announce like UK Ireland dates and then it'd be Belfast and that'd be it.
Yeah. It's like
But like
thanks.
last year, remember last year, like gigs here were being announced like between March and fucking July. Every band was here in like 3 months. Like, oh my god, this band's just announced the date. When is it? March. Oh fuck. Just like every other
Okay,
fucking
cool.
band.
Sweet. Beans
Yeah.
and toast for the
We're
rest of the month.
recovering from Christmas by that point.
Fucking hell. But it was literally like they were announcing, like, say it was like I can't think who it was. Like, I think it was Behemoth. Like they announced their gig in like February, and it was in like April or something like that.
They announced then like the next one then with a Mon Earth in Limerick.
Like 2 days later.
Yeah. We were
That's
like, oh
amazing.
shit, it's a Mon Earth, it's in Limerick, we have to go.
I miss the days where you used to do that though, where you used to be like, you'd have no band to watch for ages, and then it'd be like, oh, this week I've actually got 6 gigs.
Aye.
Yeah, it's nuts. Oh man.
Oh, them were the days.
I think in like the space of like a few months, I saw like the likes of Toto, then I saw Insomnium, and then I saw Slipknot and Behemoth in the space of like a few months.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
I'm glad there's like a lull now because like as much as I love it,
You just had to recover.
yeah, Jesus Christ, man, there's just so much. Like it's the traveling that kills me. I mean, like
yeah.
I know it's only like 4 or 5 hours up, like the country, but still like it's just a trek. It just drains you.
Nah, yeah.
Oh
Get
no,
that from
yeah,
Portno
that's-
to Belfast.
Oh, I can't fucking wait. Belfast, Ramstein. 2 days.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
2 days of sexy German sweating us.
Yeah.
that's your
And
bag.
me sharing a room with the Daily Brothers. Oh, yeah.
I'd have to actually see if I can rebook the same place because it was a sweet spot, like so.
Oh,
But I have to get some shekels for that.
shekels.
Gotta be done. Gotta be done. We'll definitely have to link up something though. I'm down.
Oh,
for-
definitely. Because like I assume a lot of the best stuff, like you said, in the UK is like more central than anything else. Festivals, expos, everything. So like, everyone traveling, you might as well.
I mean,
London, yeah.
Scotland. And I, to be fair, I hate traveling to London. I just find it just unpleasant. Nothing
That's
pleasant.
fair.
London. I just, no offense to anyone from London.
No, huge
All the
offense.
offense.
Fuck you. Fuck you guys.
You
You England.
Fuck all our fans for fucking England.
talking good law.
No, honestly, I don't find anything pleasurable about going there. I just find everything stressful. There's way too many people. Things are too like hectic. You know, roads are hectic, buildings are hectic, shops are hectic. It's just like, ugh. You go to Birmingham, it's busy because obviously it's a city centre and stuff, but it's just like rock up there, hang out, find somewhere cool to go. Do you know what I mean? You're not being shoved around left, right, and centre like sardines in a bloody tin can.
So there's only
It's
like
just-
7 million people that live in London in itself.
Yeah, and
Because
then
it's like-
the rest of the million live in the rest of the UK.
Because there's like I think there's like 4.5 million that live in Scotland, like the whole of Scotland, and I think it's like
Yeah.
7 million that live just in London.
In that little like, cute, like tiny
Aye.
area, like that.
Fucking
Yeah, no.
Christ.
It's just unnecessary. So yeah, and like it's more like I said with traveling and in the sense of like, you know, if you got to go there to London, it tends to be like a bit of a fucking nightmare because there's all these congestion zones and all this kind of shit. And you don't know driving in the right fucking part of the world. You know what I mean? You like, am I supposed to be here or am I supposed to be like on the other side of the road? Am I supposed to be driving this left turn? If I do I get fined? Oh, I can stay here for 2 hours for free, but then how do I go about? It's just like I said, it just stresses me out. Whereas like, and people drive like absolute losers there as well. They're just all over the fucking joint.
Oh yeah.
And then like I said, you go to Birmingham and it's just like, cool. There you go. I'm gonna park my car up in the ball ring, leave it there, and job done. So yeah, but no, I avoid. London is always my last port of call. I'd rather come to Ireland and you know, trek over to Ireland and do the 2 hours to, or whatever it is to London.
I've never had any notion to want to go to London. I've been to London once for a gig and that was it. And I have had everybody says like, "Oh, I'm going to London." It's like, why? Why are you going to London?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's lovely, Londoners.
You know what?
I'm sure it's lovely.
Yeah, beautiful. No, I just, like I said, I went to a Comic-Con once in London, and I was just like, nope, never again. And then I went to one in Birmingham, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And it's the same with like EGX. When I seen that was in London,
I was just about to say that.
maybe I won't go this year. You know, I mean, I went to QuakeCon. That was in London, and that was very stressful. You know, don't get me wrong, it was worth it in the sense of like to go check out all the stalls and obviously Doom Eternal. You could actually play a demo there at the time because they'd like announced it, but there was an actual playable demo there, which was just like, oh yeah, I am down for that. Yeah.
Did someone say Doom?
Well, I thought because you haven't mentioned Resident Evil, I just throw.
Oh no, that's it. The rest of the call's gonna be Resident Evil Orange.
Ding 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 ding. On the video, you need to put like a woo baby baby.
Like a fucking countdown. Resident Evil mentioned in 3, 2, 1.
So this survival horror game, guys, right? Actually, speaking of survival horror, I don't play the game myself, but Dead by Daylight, they've announced a new killer, and it's Pyramid Head from Silent Hill.
You're fucking joking.
I shit you not.
Ooh.
They announced it earlier. They announced, actually, someone spammed me with a link before this chat. and I was like, I'll watch it later.
Later.
But yeah, apparently he's coming to Dead by Daylight.
Have I got that game? I have got that game. That game.
I had it, but I got a refund.
That game was free with PlayStation Plus a couple of months ago.
Is it?
Aye. So that's
I
what
haven't
I've got.
watched this yet, so.
Oh shit! Right. Okay. I'll pause it.
No.
spoilers. Not spoilers.
No, I'm saying like if we're gonna watch it, we might as well watch it on stream together, like so.
Well, you only be able to hear it if I play it. So if you want to open up your thing and we'll sync these.
It's grand. I'll just imagine scrapey sounds.
Oh no, it's alright. I'll just leave it.
Right, I'm gonna have a look, see if I got it.
Right. Oh, because Chris can't open another browser right enough.
I'll have to open up my phone.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Now it's became a whole fucking thing. Fuck's sake.
Now you've done it.
Fucking Christ, man.
Come on.
Come on. Are you watching it now?
No, I'm waiting for fucking ads.
Fucking ads. I've exhausted all them.
This is a 10-minute gameplay. I don't care. I want to see the trailer. Ah, there we go. I got the trailer. Okay.
What's that? Purchase. Boom. Boom.
Ah, nice. News.
I love it when it's bank.
Let me know when hit play. And I'll hit play.
Just waiting for James.
Oh no, it's okay. I'll just pretend like I'm listening.
Right. 3. Right, we'll do it on 3. So I'll go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right, okay?
Okay.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh,
Yeah, mine's pretty much in line with yours.
Sweet.
Cool. Wait, why is she the survivor?
Ugh, I hate her.
That makes no sense.
Ooh, yes.
That's cool as fuck. That is really
Ooh.
cool.
Daddy like.
I don't know why they're picking her as a survivor because
I don't know.
it makes no sense game wise.
Did anyone know why he had a traffic cone on his head?
Well, in Resident Evil 2, fucking hell.
Here we go. Yay! Someone said
Died
In Resident Evil 2, this happens, and then
the
it's
reason why he
gone.
has a phone on because he's the guy that goes into your computer to install the VLC player.
That's what Silent Hill 2 is all about. He couldn't install VLC.
Right,
Then he started having fucking nightmares of it.
Yeah.
Oh no, you play the part as the PC, and Pyramid Head as the EXE.
Yeah, that's it, man. Exactly it.
I love it.
Crack.
I love it.
I've played Dead by Daylight a few times. I couldn't really get into it. Like I like the idea. Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
cool, but like, I just couldn't get into it. Like
I've seen it because my wife plays it, and she like played through a lot of the game, a lot of the storyline. It's like the same with Dead Rising. Like I've seen it because I've watched her play it, but I've never actually played it.
Oh, first Dead Rising's amazing.
Dead
The
Rising's
series
fucking fantastic. Huh?
The series goes down from there for me afterwards.
She was well impressed with the Christmas one. I think it's the third one. She was well impressed with that. She
I liked all the Dead Rising games.
First one for me was the best.
Her character had a Blanca head on. It was really stupid. I think by that point it got more of a parody, but it was fucking brilliant. I love. She was just doing all pretty much the entire thing with a Blanca head on. From Street Fighter, it was great.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Blanca. I thought you said blanket. I thought you were saying a blanket when I read it.
Because it's Capcom.
Yeah, Blanca eye. I was like, oh, blanket. That's funny. Blanca eye.
I had the first one on the 360. I actually was on a school tour in Germany, and on the way back, I saved up enough money just to buy Dead Rising on the way back because I knew it was coming out. So got it and played to that on the Xbox. Then they re-released it on Steam a few years ago, like full HD, 60 FPS kind of deal. Still need to play that. Second game wasn't bad. It just wasn't as good as the first one. And then the third one was just like, it was like a launch title for the Xbox One, and there was like a ton of performance issues and stuff. And then the fourth one came out, and then it was just like they got a different voice actor for Frank. They got rid of a lot of the gore, a lot of the ragdoll physics were gone. It was like a degraded version of Dead Rising. That's so cool. Yeah, that's Dead Rising 3.
That was literally how she did the entire campaign. It was
so
brilliant.
Cool. The only thing with Dead Rising soundtracks, though, they're phenomenal. The soundtracks are just like,
yeah,
nice.
I
think the second one had multiplayer as well. It had like a co-op. But yeah, Dead Rising 1, I'd highly recommend everyone play that. It might be slightly janky by today's standards, but I think it's still the best game in the series.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's a game I wouldn't mind looking at, actually, because I think I rebought them for, I don't know whether it was my PS3 or Xbox 360.
I would assume 360, I think. Because I think the first Dead Rising was a 360 exclusive for a while, until they reported it into PS.
I do think I have it for PS3. I'm going to have to check that now.
Oh, they brought it to PS4 as well, the first Dead Rising.
And then there's Dead Rising Wii as well. Chop until you drop.
Yeah.
Like, I like them just because you just did nothing to think about it. Like most of the games seem to be just like fucking fetch quests. But like it was just a case of like I used to just kind of just pick up a weapon and just start fucking laying into zombies. Like that's basically what the game turned into me.
Which was nice. Like you didn't have to do anything. If you wanted to go off for the 3 in-game days, actually, that's your prerogative. But I remember they got sued by John Romero's like lawyer team or something because of
No, it was Dead Rising. Dead Rising was the game that I had on PS3. That's what it was.
Dead Rising.
Did what?
I'm
so confused what we're talking about.
Sorry.
Dead Island.
I was really confused because like, what Dead Rising is what we're talking about.
That's exactly what we were talking about, but I'm talking about Dead Island.
Dead Island. I wasn't too big on that.
It was a janky game, but it was one of those games you couldn't put down for a while for some reason.
Yeah, no, I thought it was fantastic. Couldn't follow it.
They made a Dying Light as well, didn't they?
Aye.
Yeah.
There's a new one of them coming out soon as well, sure.
I think so, yeah.
Like Dying Light is what Jesus fucking Christ. I'm not going to bother talking anymore. I just had a fucking aneurysm there. Dying Light was better than Dead Rising because I think Dying Light is what Dead Rising wanted to be. Or not Dead Rising. Dead Island.
Dead Island.
Fuck.
I was so confused. I was like,
so many dead.
So many games. And then there's Dark Souls.
Can we stop calling games that have zombies in them dead?
I know why.
Start calling them alive. Confuse people.
Mortally challenged.
Yeah.
Livingly challenged.
God damn.
Like I said, there's been some good zombie games out there, but we're still waiting on Dead Island 2, I believe, by the way.
Aye.
Yeah, that game's...
That was announced like fucking 4 years ago.
That's in development, I like that.
That was back in the day.
2014.
2014. God damn.
Has Dead Island 2 been cancelled? Dead Island 2 has not been cancelled. Just straight to the point. No.
Thanks, Google.
The 2014 E3 trailer is absolutely incredible.
Oh, it's very good.
One where they put the earbuds in and start jogging, and just like everything's going to hell around them. Yeah.
The one. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Could you pause that there a second? I gotta ring my parents and ask them, can I watch this video?
I was actually full on about to do that for a second.
He was like, oh, wait a second.
You pause that? Aye. Then you're like, then you said I need to phone my parents, and I was like, fuck.
What happened? Like, what's that about?
I gotta tell
Yeah,
them
this
that Dead Island hasn't been cancelled.
Mom, Dad,
It's still in
Chris,
development.
we're downstairs. Shut
You're
up!
not gonna believe this.
You didn't understand.
Go to the
You know
shed.
what?
Okay.
At this stage, if they started making the game now, they could probably make it look like the trailer.
Aye.
Yeah.
Quite easy.
Oh man, it's just like I'd love to see games like this, like in the recent like Unreal Engine 5. You know,
Oh.
the textures and like lighting and stuff. Like, I actually want like, I know there's a lot of this game has like a lot of tongue in cheek, but I'd really like a really serious like, I'm not going to say the name of the game, but a really serious, another really serious zombie game.
Aye.
You know, just like
Like, what I want in a zombie game is like something that's mixed with that game, and then something that's like like between that and DayZ. Like, as
Yeah,
much as I like all these zombie movies, I've got zombie games. I've got like these big fucking, like abominations, like all these big creatures. Like, I just want like a proper survival game when it's only zombies. Like when it's like, I want it to be like The Walking Dead, but like.
I believe there is a game a bit like that called Days Gone.
I was going to get it for the PlayStation Eye, but I've been hearing a lot of mixed things about it.
it's going on sale soon for 20 quid.
It's
Yeah.
fucking.
I
It's 20 quid for the
I
Irish one.
think it's worth a go.
Aye.
The Irish one.
Oh,
Aye,
your
because
PlayStation is to the UK,
Mine's the UK account. Aye.
Sugar.
I
well. Just like grayscale your screen right now and just play some sad music.
like leaves dropping down.
How can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real? Thanks, Jaden Smith.
Oh.
No, I gotta be fair. I've actually got that downstairs, but I haven't booted it up yet because I'm currently trying to work my way through a backlog of a ridiculous amount of games.
I'm back looking
But,
fuck look.
Yeah, I know.
Like-
so
With the PC and stuff, as of late, I probably won't be getting any games whatsoever. The next game I'll probably get will be Borderlands 3 for playing with you guys. I assume we're all getting it on
Yeah.
PC, yeah?
I'm gonna go on PC. Yeah.
I have already purchased it. My PC isn't even here yet, and I've purchased it to play with you, lad.
Good man.
Is it on Steam, is it?
It's out. No,
No, I guess
at the
only
Game
Epic.
Store. $10 or £10 or whatever you're gonna use.
Like get
10
your
off.
get your voucher. I go
And
into Epic
Steam.
Store and get your voucher, and then every time you buy a
Yeah.
game that's over €14.99, you get another €10 voucher.
So I've already purchased that ready to play with you guys because that's a series that you really need to get into. But what I'd recommend before you play it is just watch like a catch-up video of what's kind of gone on, so you kind of have an idea of who's who, what's what. The story itself kind of takes a bit of a different turn to the first few games. The main villain is gone, but he isn't, and yeah, there's some stuff there. So just catch up on that, and then you'll be good to understand who's who and what's what.
To be honest, I'm
But-
just in it for the shooty, looty.
I say, man, in the multiplayer wheeler.
Yeah. Like
Honestly,
James just did 3.
And just to get James to stop
honestly-
fucking talking about it, you should play Borderlands.
Well, no. If Chris can spread as many episodes as he wants over Resident Evil, I think I can have my 5 minutes. My 5 minutes of Borderlands 3, okay? This, honestly, right? What is that? What is that about?
Shut up, James. You're now starting.
That is uncalled for. That is uncalled for. Honestly, I don't know what the hell you think this is about. Like, you guys.
Screw you guys. Aww.
Quickly shut down the call now so we can exactly Oh, God. Deserved.
Right.
I didn't know you could do that. I removed them for call.
Well, there's the stream highlight.
And then we can't get back on.
I love how the two stream highlights have been us jumping over James and Bloodborne and then kicking him from this call and this one.
That's the end of the channel anyway. Oh shit!
Oh,
Imagine can I get back in?
He was banned from the call. Oh,
Oh, no.
this is amazing.
Now I
Thanks,
feel
guys.
bad.
Oh, Lord. Super.
Oh my fucking god. No, I'm actually getting a bit worried.
Don't check our Facebook chat there a second.
I just want it to be known that I am still here.
Alright.
Oh,
I actually thought they could fucking kick you for the thing by accident.
yeah, we were like, oh shit, she's broken.
Where's your video?
Oh, it was a complete accident. Yeah, my video's currently operational, so there is no reason why I'm not on the stream right now.
Now, that's strange.
That was weird.
If you look on the Skype, I'm there.
Not for me.
No, not for me either.
It's just your display picture on Skype. Graham's there.
Fuck this fucking fuck.
Yeah, Graham doesn't have a picture or anything.
Oh no,
saying to James
it's
that
because my
Graham,
video's on the thing. Sorry?
while we're sorting things out here, I'm just going to quickly take a pee break, if that's okay.
Oh, I'll shall we take a quick break anyway? Do you want to go 2 episodes because we're about an hour now? No.
Yeah,
I don't know why I whistled
I
there.
think that'd be a good point, because given the small technical difficulties, it'd be a good area to stop and resume.
Aye.
Yep.
Cool.
Right.
I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Same. 2 seconds.